this with your reps, okay? And so this is something that we'd sit down as we did PRPCs with representatives, and we were helping them maximize their trip. There was different things that they could do to maximize this. So these are different examples of stuff that can happen. And then we have, you guys should have this in your email, which I'm gonna walk through this. So you guys wanna pull this up, by the way. Candidates getting Facebook PRs for the break. So if you guys can pull this up in your email, please. Does anyone have issues or did not get email? All right, so pull that up.
When did you email that?
Last night.
This morning. Is that the one that's like 12:25?
Mm-hmm. Yep, late night email. So ways to get friends for interviews. So I have this, I put this together a long time ago just because people were asking. We dominated the PR space. I mean, that is how my office became my office. That is how we've won so many national championships. Everything was, we mastered it. We ran the PR program. We mastered the PR program, we ran the PR program. I would say Danny leads the charge with the social media program, and I'm excited to get great at it and really incorporate it alongside the PR program. You know, how do we get this all working together like clockwork so we can really maximize what we're doing and not lose efficiency on any of the components, okay? So this right here, so there's different things that I talked to reps about. So first of all your reps made a list of people, right? And this is something that on Monday, I'm gonna have them call their top people. So when I'm running advanced training, the last hour of advanced training, everybody, is what?
Oh, that's cool.
It's rep-driven PRs, okay? So here's what's gonna go down. We're gonna talk about this more again December 19th, but the last hour of your advanced training, you're gonna split up your trainees into teams. It might just be you and your receptionist, right? For some of your guys' offices, that's all it's gonna be. So if it was me and Lorena, Lorena's gonna get half the group, you know, and I'm gonna get the top, whatever, 1 to 3, depending how many people are in there. So if I launched 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe I launched 10, that's exciting. If you're launching 10 or more a week, you should probably have more than one receptionist, all right? Everyone should have 2 to 3, and then at least in the beginning during peak time, you know? And by the way, one of those 2 to 3 might only work 10 to 15 hours a week, and that's it, all right? But they're there for those blitzes. So they're there for those 10 to 15 hours a week for the blitz days. And one of those blitz days is when we're doing rep-driven PRs, all right? So ideally it's you plus 2, if not more. You guys are also gonna be developing AMs, right? So by the time June comes around and it's our heaviest recruiting time, you will have 1 or 2 AMs that you recruited in the month of May that you end up promoting. Everyone good with that? All right. So you plus 2 for sure. So each of you guys has a team. So let's say you guys are my AM, like, all right, so we're at the end of AT. All right, guys. So who here is excited about winning a free trip to Cabo, by the way? Anyone here excited about winning a free trip to Cabo? So we have, we've put together, so yesterday we had a chance to call through some of the guys that you guys recommended, right? The girls were helping out with that. And just so you guys know, hey, Michelle, we set up Julie and so you already have 5 chances already of people coming in for interviews today. So that's pretty hot. Adriana, the girls were able to reach, and I read them, and I'm like, so jot those down, because you guys should shoot them a text and be like, yo, good luck in your interview, you know, or shoot them a quick text. Let them know you're here. Let's see, Brooke, we were able to set up these 2 people, but we didn't have a chance to call the whole list. Then, you know, Gentry, we actually never got to your list, but we're gonna crush that today so we can help you get there, dude. And I'll walk through like all the PRs that were set. And I go, and by the way, who here is excited? So you guys already have chances towards it. Who here is excited about getting more chances? All right, well, we set aside this last part to help you guys towards the cruise or towards Cabo or towards whatever you have going on, right? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna be splitting up into teams. Now, Lorena team's been crushing it. They've won the last 3 weeks, and she's like, we're gonna win again, you know, and your other AM's like, no, you're not. And they're like, dude, we gotta win. We're gonna win, you know, be like, so we're splitting you guys up. We're gonna split you guys into teams. So my people, I'm gonna be taking Miranda, Gentry, Austin, you guys are gonna be with me. You guys are my team, all right? Then let's see here, Brooks, you guys are with Ashley, then you guys are gonna be with Jacob, all right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna split up, and they're actually gonna help you guys. Like we're gonna give you your list back so you can look at it. And And can you identify who are your top 10? Like go through the list and circle. Who are your top 10 that you feel would be really great at this, all right? And maybe there's more, but who are your top 10? And what you're gonna do is you're literally just gonna get them on the phone. We're gonna have this, you can put it up on the screen. You can put this up you can put it on papers. I had it on both, all right? I have it actually printed on paper where it's laminated. I have several of them in the other room. And I would put it up on screen at the end of the advanced training, all right? And it told them, what to say to their friends. So they were not thinking. Let me see if I still have it here because my old computer crashed. And I wonder if I have it here. So I can show you guys. Nope, I don't. Okay. So I told them about whatever contests or things we had going on. All right. I don't have this all on here, but I showed them and said, hey, like whatever contest. So in the summertime, it was the cruise, right? So we were talking about the cruise and what they needed to win the cruise. So we're gonna help you guys. So who's excited about winning the free cruise? Or not? Hey, we're gonna help you guys out, letting them know who was set. Also, an extra bonus is for every person that launches this week in training, gives you $1,000 credit towards your Fast Star prizes. But they have to start this week. And so we're going to help you guys out with that. So we show them, what we're going to do, how we're going to get it done. So I had the papers that I passed around, but I loved having it on the screen. I just started having to use my computer because I was doing, looking stuff up for people. So I didn't have it there anymore. But on the computer, I literally put that message that said, hey, I'm with my manager right now. She has some openings available. And so we changed it where as I talk to, okay, what's working is instead of them having shoot a text first, let's have them call them. Hey, who are your top 10? So if it's your team, Brooks, you're like, all right, start calling through your top 10. As soon as you get someone on the phone, just let them know, hey, I'm with my manager right now. She has some openings available. Starting pay is, and for us, we need to change it to $16. That's a lot of fun, flexible. Manager's awesome. I think you'd be really good at it. Do you have a quick second so that for my manager to explain it to you? All right, cool. Here you go. Brooke's like waiting, ready. Hey, how are you? And then boom, she talks to them, sets them up, high five, boom, one for Ashley. Next, and the other was like, I got my friend on the phone. Or sometimes you get someone on the phone and you're still waiting. You're like, oh, hold on, she's on the phone with somebody right now. Hold on 1 second. And we're gonna make these as quick as possible. And they hand it off to the next person. And sometimes if I'm not busy, I'm like, oh, give me the phone. I'll set them up real quick. And I'm paying attention to that. But my group's going to be a little bit different, right? Your group is going to be, your top 1 to 3 is going to be different what you're going to do with it. Because this is where we're going to incorporate steroids. And so I say, hey, here's what's going to happen. We're splitting up into teams. So we split up into teams. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you guys your list. And we want you guys to identify, because we haven't been able to call everybody and we haven't been able to reach everyone we called. Obviously, a lot of people don't even know the number. So they don't even pick up. So easiest way, we have this time set aside to help you guys get at least 2 or 3 more set up to help you for your contest. Sounds good? Some of you guys, you want to stay afterwards for a little bit longer, we can help you get more set up. But 2 to 3 to help you hit that goal. So what's going to happen is when we say go, you're going to meet with your teams for you're going to have literally 2 minutes. Because when I say go, it's game time. All right. You have a 2-minute huddle with your leaders, and then we're going to roll. We're going to see which team says it the most. But our goal is to help you guys again towards that cruise and really help and build a team. Sounds good? So all right, meet with your team leaders and time it. So it's literally like a 1-minute or 2-minute thing. Team huddle is, all right, our goal is to be number 1. Our goal is to set up at least 10. So if they have 3 people, you're like, our goal is to set up 10 people. Can you get 3 per head? That's your goal, 3 or more per head. All right. And sometimes you'll exceed that. Our goal is to set up at least 10 before you guys leave here. I want to help you guys get at least 3 each. I could help you set more. Last week, I helped Johnny set 7 people while we were here. So if you can get more people on the phone, I'm going to be like a machine. I'm going to set them all up for you. Sounds good? And like, all right, be like, we're going to win. Team whatever. Have fun with it. And so your receptionists or your AMs, they should have their team name. They should have, so they can just keep that culture going and that fun competition. So everyone's meeting. Now, here's the difference. You are not saying, hey, call you're not like, oh, get them on the phone and they're setting them up for regular interviews. You have in your schedule when Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you have 30-minute, maybe it's an hour and a half each day you have set aside where you're going to do 3 steroid interviews, and for you guys, it's if you can do 5 steroid interviews per week, that's going to be like game changer hardcore. And that's basically, can you have an hour available each day where you have 2 spots open? So it's like, 10 a.m. and 10:30 a.m., each morning. Or maybe you have a plug somewhere else because they can't do it at that time. So you're like, I have a time at 2:30 for 30 minutes that I can meet with them. But can you have 2 30-minute spots available in your schedule each day for your top studs? Cool? 2 30-minute is all that you need open. If you can have more, great. But I want everyone to have 2 30-minute openings. So if I'm meeting, you guys are my top 3, I'm like, all right, cool. So for you guys, just so you know, I don't do this for everybody, and this is only for your guys' friends. I've actually put aside some time in my schedule where I can meet with any of your friends one-on-one, where we could run to Starbucks, you can bring them here, and instead of them going through the whole group interview, we just meet with them one-on-one, like you, me, and them, so we can sit down and talk shop. Like if you have someone that you think would be really good, like I want to just sit and talk to them about it. We want to get them in. We want to get them started. If I could clone you, I would, but it's like it's not legal. It's not good. Like we can't do that. It's not possible. Whatever. But I definitely want to duplicate more of your people. So I wouldn't set them for a regular group interview. I'm actually going to set them up for a time that we can grab a quick bite, grab a coffee, or we can just meet here at the office, you, me, and them, and just go through the details real quick. Like, and if we can't find a time to meet live, I can even do it over FaceTime, but 30 minutes that you, me, and them can talk together. Cool? So when you get somebody, one of your friends on the phone, let them know, hey, dude, I think you'd be really good. My manager wanted to meet you. So I was trying to see if we could meet up at like Chick-fil-A, or if we could do something so you can meet her real quick for like 30 minutes. That way you can just get to know her. She's awesome, and learn about the job. Cool. All right, hold on. Let me see what works in her schedule. And putting you on the phone so that you're like, oh yeah, hey, yeah. Michelle said great things about you. Definitely would love to meet you. I'm pretty busy throughout the day, but I have a time tomorrow. I can meet in the morning, like 10:30 a.m. What area are you in? All right, cool. Well, hey, I can meet you at blank place. Or hey, could you meet at my office? Would that be okay? For you. If not, then you can find a time later you can meet them. But these are the more casual. Be like, yeah, I'd love to meet you. So you, me, and Gentry can sit together, chat about the, what we have available, and if it's something you're excited about. Awesome. Love Gentry. Be excited about adding more, more people like him, or people that he recommends. Trust his judgment. So definitely excited to meet you. But having them call their top studs for you so we can get those people set up. Sounds good? So you're setting up, during that time, your goal is to set up 3 to 5 steroids for that week, while your receptionist and your AM are setting up 2 to 3 per head for regular interviews. Sounds good? You're only steroid PRing your top people. All right, let me stop real quick. Questions, clarification that you guys need on what is a steroid? What are we talking about? Anyone have? Please ask. I want to make sure that we're all feeling comfortable with everything.
Usually all of those guys want to train.
Huh?
Steroid PR is like 100% of them want to train for, obviously.
It's the highest percentage efficiency. It's the closest you're going to get to 0 from anyone's set, because they called their friend, they set them up. We're going to meet together, you, me, and the friend. The friend tells on it, like you're going to sign 90% of those people, and the show to training is, I haven't looked at this. I know James said they were showing like 78% of his were showing up or something like that. And then the launch was like almost 100%, the ones that came. But that's the most efficient recruit that you're going to have, is your top 1 to 3 kids when they call their top people and set them up to meet with you to grab a coffee real quick, or to meet at the office real quick, or to grab an ice cream, or I don't know, whatever. Grab a burger, do something cheap. You don't want to be spending a bunch of money, but that kid's freaking worth spending, $3 on for sure. All right. But if not, you can just do it you don't need to spend any money. You can just do it at the office. Sit down, but it's just you. It's a private meeting of the 3 of you. They feel good that you took time out of the schedule to sit down and chat with them, versus them going through the full interview process. All right. Other questions? They're in the other room. When you walk straight ahead, I need this one. But you can share with Gentry. All right. So you have so everyone got that. So the first thing, we're doing the opposite. We're doing the call first, like telling your reps, hey, just call your friend. And even when you meet with them in a PC, hey, who are your top 5 to 7? Hey, call them real quick. And if they don't pick up, then we shoot in the text, hey, I'm at work right now. I have a quick question. Are you available? And then that way their buddy can call them back if they are. They're like, oh, yeah, dude, I'll call you in a second. And when they get them back on the phone, then they'll let them know, hey, dude, I'm with my manager. They have some openings, and they'll go through that. Is everyone good with that? All right. So that is an alley-oop when you're meeting, but not just like in advanced training. It could be in a PC. It could be at a team meeting. It could be wherever. And for you guys need to think about, we're going to do in a little bit here, a little brainstorming, but who are your top people who might be down to work for 3 to 5 days? That's it. Can they commit to 3 to 5 days? Ideally, they work 2 to 5 weeks, but can they commit to 3 to 5 days? Even if they worked 1 day, guys, and they got an order, they count for your Bahamas trip. Does everyone understand that? So, but if you could ask your buddy, dude, are you down to work? Like, think about it. Is it a big commitment? Most people are home for 5 weeks during the break, by the way. Most people are home for 5 weeks. Let's say they were home for 3 weeks, because in Florida, our guys start school on January 3rd or 4th, whatever like that Monday is, all right? So they only have a 3-week break. So that's what I've always dealt with. Even with a 3-week break, is it a huge commitment for them to commit 3 to 5 days of the 3 weeks to earn $400 to $1,000? Who here thinks a lot of people would be down to work 3 to 5 days to earn $400 to $1,000? Raise your hand. All right. And that's really where the promotion comes into play. It's not a long-term commitment. And this is why it's so much easier to get so many of your buddies in during the Christmas break, by the way. And then the ones that come in are like, oh, I love this. And they stay here longer. And then some, it's just not for them. But this is the easiest sell because you're not selling on a summer job. You're not selling them on anything long-term. You're going, bro, my job really needs some help with they have sick contests and stuff. But anyway, dude, they have openings for the holidays. You could work as little as 3 to 5 days and earn $400 to $1,000 if you're open to working. Be like, I really want you to be my manager. I think you would do awesome with it. I was like, oh yeah, dude, how's it work? Be like, yeah, dude, hold on. Let me three-way my manager, and get your manager on the phone and let them talk to them. That's the easiest way. So we're gonna walk through this here in a little bit, but I'm just saying for you guys, it's an easy pitch to go, yo, are you down to work 3 to 5 days? I got a bunch of my friends in like that. And for January program and for different contests that I had, some stayed with it longer and some just worked that week and they're like, that was cool. They made 400, 600, $1,000 and they're like, yeah, not for me, but that was pretty cool. And they learned some good things and they're good to go. And by the way, if they hit their first promotion, which most of your friends will hit their first promotion, the majority will. Some might not, they'll just quit before they even get going, or they'll turn in an order and be like, nah, bro, I don't want to do this. But the majority will hit their first promotion. And we also have a letter of completion of training that states they've hit their first promotion, and it's pretty sweet. They can add to their resume. All right, so that's another thing too, that even if they don't stay long term, they have that to add to their resume, that they went through our resume, they went through our training seminar, which is used in curriculums in schools. Like at Purdue, you cannot graduate as a marketing student without taking the Cabo class, by the way. At Purdue, it's a requirement. Where other professors have it integrated into the curriculum, recommend it for internships, there it's a requirement. So that's really cool, but anyway, are you guys, pitching the job to your friends where it's enticing for them to want to come in? And again, they're not committing their entire break, right? Because your buddies could be like, dude, I just want to hang with everyone, right? Like I just want to hang all break. But everyone would be down for a little beer money. An extra $500 to $1,000 goes a long way for a lot of college students. When I was in college, $1,000 could take care of me for a whole semester. It was like $1 pitcher night out, ramen noodles, $1 menu. Like I was good. I could budget on $1,000 for the semester. All right. And there'll be people that'll earn a lot more than that. You guys can even say like, dude, my buddy Dawson made like freaking $3 grand, over $3 grand his first week, or almost $5 grand. Yeah. So just, sharing that with people and be like, there's a chance to earn more. I'm not going to hype it up and tell you you're going to earn that much. But if you're down to grind, you can make a lot more than that. Hey, Kyle made $2 grand his first week on the job. Gentry, you made 2, 3 your first week on the job? All right, over $3 grand. So you guys can say one of my buddies like made $3,500 first week on the job, over $2 grand, almost $5 grand. Who else made $1 grand or more their first week? Raise your hand if you made $1 grand or more. How much did you earn? 1,400? 1,000?
T-shirts, 1,000 something.
Okay, over 1,000?
Under 2, just under 2,000.
Just under 2?
2 grand.
Over $2 grand, over $2 grand. All right. So you guys have people here you can use. And be like, dude, I have a bunch of buddies that made $2 grand. Be like, I can't guarantee you that, but like it's pretty common people to earn $400 to $800 working 1 week. So letting them know, but there's definitely potential for more. All right. But the whole thing is, dude, just check it out. You had nothing to lose by just checking it out. All right. So we'll talk more about that in the trip. Back to here. So yes.
When it comes to people that we watch for January program and for December, we have our office really full. Or should we just stay with all?
Some will. You'll talk with your manager. Some of those people, those will be your first dibs for
That's what I'm
staffing and
curious.
stuff.
Like
Mhm.
if that had to be with your session.
Yeah, no, but your PRs, you talk to your manager about that. Like everyone has, does things pretty different, but I think most of them are pretty like they're your PR you brought in, you train them, or if you're like, hey, I want to train this person so they can help me for my office, like those people will go to be your AMs in the next summer. Cool. So that's how I've always ran it, and I think most of the managers run it like that too. Is that whatever PR. So my guys would even bring in buddies that were like, dude, I'm running an office next summer. I want you to like work with me, dude, and build it. Be like, you need to train over Christmas. You can just work 3 to 5 days, do the training for 2 days, and then work a couple of days, make $400 to $800, but you'll have a good foundation, and then you'll be able to work with me next summer as a manager. They're like, oh, sick. They're down to do that too. So you can recruit some of your buddies like that who are down to help out or work for a couple of days so that they're trained and they're able to be an assistant manager next summer. Sounds good?
And you said that anyone who you want them to lead can come to the next
Yes, and we'll go through. This is something Miranda had asked me about. If you guys have any friends that are going to train, so let's say they're coming in for interviews, they're going to train, or you want them with you next summer, you guys can bring them to the December 19th GCLA. We're gonna have, that's our Christmas party and everything, but we're gonna have a huge prep. We're gonna have an assistant manager breakout with some stuff just for them. There'll be stuff we'll all be doing together, and then we have the Christmas party right after. Cool. So any of your buddies that like they're locked and loaded, they're either trained or they're set up for training that you want to have as an assistant manager, I want them to come meet everybody. I want them to be there. Let them know they're going to go through some assistant manager training because we do that once a month, and that's going to help them be better for next summer. So some of you might be like, dude, I don't want to go to that. I didn't work there yet. Where others are like, oh hell yeah, I want to. So you've got to build it up properly. Like, dude, if you want to earn a spot, like coming in, this is huge because you get to meet my division manager. You get a chance to meet. Go to our Christmas parties that day, and then that'll put you in line, for next year. We'll have a prep once a month, and so you'll just be ahead of other people and be able to earn a spot. All the final decisions, putting that back to me as well. The more you leverage your decision, that seems to be impressive. So that's really important as well. All right. So then you have any other questions there? Good. All right. Next thing you guys have there, it says never reached. All right. So this is something that if you guys have people from your list, and we're gonna change this and adjust it. But with your reps, they have people that they never reached. They can also shoot a text, and from now on, we're gonna add the Google link to it, which is not on here. So this is outdated. Now we're using the Google link. So we'll be like, yo, not sure what you're up to this summer, or not sure what you're up to during break. My job has some part-time, full-time openings you're looking to fill. Awesome resume builder, $16 starting pay, super flexible. Let me know if you know anyone who wants more info, or check out Google link. Cool? And they can the reps can text that to all the people from their list that never answered. All right, so at the end of the week, we'll have them text all their friends, or by the 4th or 5th day calling their list. We'll be like, dude, we never reached these people. Can you shoot them this text real quick? And you'll do that during AT2 or in a PC the next week, and have them text their friends, because they will have people respond, and you will get PRs from that. That's my best people from that, where when they texted their friend, yo, I'm not sure if, what you're up to, or I'm not sure if someone reached out, but, boom. All right. Then the next thing has Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, any social media. So statuses. Have you guys posted up statuses already saying my job has some, work available, part-time, full-time, whatever you want to put. But basically you want to say job looking for some holiday help, I don't want to tell you guys exactly. You want it to be a little bit different. If you have mutual friends, you want them all seeing the same cookie cutter thing. But my job has openings for the holidays, letting them know like there's 1 to 5 weeks available. You could work less, you could work more. But whatever you want to put, it could be as simple as job needs help, $16 starting pay, hit me up if you want info. And that's it, but putting up a status you can do. And then guys, you can also ask some of your friends to put a status for you where they go, my friend Michelle, and they tag you his job, needs some help for the holidays, $16 starting pay, super flexible, contact her for more info. And that's it, and keep it simple. And they're like, $16? Yeah, dude, what is it? And when they say, what is it? You're like, oh, dude, check out this link and I can get you some more information, or you can answer a little bit and then, send them the link right after, which we'll go through. You have private messages. So this is what we used to do. So now we're basically incorporating. So what I emailed you guys into the private message. All right, this was the one that I put together last night with the time of the year that it is. But you know, however you say hello, so you're like yo or sup or hey or whatever you say. That's why it says your lingo. Don't leave your lingo on there. Okay, make sure you delete that. This is in your email, by the way. I know this is random. My job has some openings for the holidays. I love working here. Figured I'd reach out to some friends to see if you knew anyone who might want to work 1 to 5 weeks over break. All right. Could stay past break part-time. It's a fun way to make cash, build your resume around school, or you can say, you know, during the break. Click for info and to apply, and it has a Google form. So you can just send them that on a private message, and then people will be like, dude, thanks, appreciate it, or yeah, I'll check out the link or whatever it is. But you'll have a lot of people that, oh, what is it? Where is it? Like they naturally ask that right off the bat. If they click the link, it has it all in there. But if they didn't click the link, then they'll be like, oh, dude, where is it? Or what is it? All right. So if you guys can refer, so on here is the old stuff that I had. So this is what I made for the break for you guys. All right. So if you guys go look at your email, please. This is on your email that I sent to you that I told you guys. So first thing is, again, you can adjust this to your lingo. You can change it up, but I wanted to keep it simple. Someone like, dude, you know, what's the job or whatever? Because there's some people that you're really close to, and you could just be like, yo, it's my Cutco job. It's legit. You got to check it out, right? You guys all with me? You have those people that you're like, dude, you just gotta freaking do it, you know? And if they're like, dude, I don't want to do that. Hey, can you put a status for me and be like, yo, my friend's job really needs some help? And they're like, yeah, dude, I'll put a status for you. What do you want me to put? And have them put a status for you, the ones that don't want to do it. All right, but you will have people that do want to check it out. So you'll have those random people on Facebook that you might not know as well, right? And like, oh, what's the job? You're like, oh, I'm glad I reached out. It's basic customer service work, talk to customers, answer questions, help place customer orders. Pay is not based on sales. My manager's conducting interviews to fill part-time, full-time positions. Are you pretty comfortable working with people? Like, oh yeah, definitely. And then you just want to say, hey, fill out the quick application. I'll make sure my manager gets in touch with you. And that's it. All right, just lead them back to the Google link. By the way, that's my Google link. You guys want to get your own Google link. And I think that you guys should make your own so you can track your PRs and get them set up for your office. I'll tell you from years of being here, when you're doing this and private messaging your friends, I would put them on your own. I would make your own Google link. And we can walk through that, and if you can, Miranda, I know you made one before while you were here. It's very simple, but if you can walk through that real quick a little bit, but you don't have to, but you're gonna have to do this for your office anyway, and it's cool because it's linked to your email, so you can see who actually applies from your messages, and you can track the work that you're doing. So this is a good way for you guys to practice that and track your people, because I don't want my Cabo trip in the hands of anyone else. And how about if the receptionists don't get to call those people? How about if they don't get in touch with them, right? How about if whatever? And sometimes it might be one of your really good friends that you just saw last night and you didn't even know they applied. But if you saw it in your link, you're like, bro, I saw that you filled out the application. Hold on, let me call my manager right now to see when she can meet with us. And you can just call and you can be on top of that and make sure that they're getting in. So I would 100% recommend to you guys making your own Google link. And we have the questions, everything. It's very simple. It'll take you, what did it take, 5 minutes, 10 minutes to make it. So you have it, and now you can put that on all your messages, all right? Then you have there, if they say, oh, what kind of business is this? You're like, oh, dude, I'm glad I reached out. And again, whatever you want to say. I work with Cutco, huge student program, been working here since blank, and I love it. Are you familiar? You know, and some people might say you know, oh, heard it's a scam, right? I put it on the bottom because you're going to hear that. Oh, I heard this or I heard that. And you're like, dude, I heard that too when I started, but it's legit. I'm actually working in their leadership academy. I'm actually currently in their leadership academy training for an entrepreneurship internship next summer. Definitely worth checking out. And you're like, dude, check out the links. Tell me what you think, you know, but I could definitely see if my manager can, like, we can go grab coffee or something. So with those people that you know would be good, but they're more skeptical, just be like, dude, let me see if my manager has time tomorrow that we could, like, go grab a bite to eat or something. I'd love for you to meet her, or I'd love for you to meet her and getting them in. They ask, oh, where is it located? This is important. We talked about this last prep with, like, receptionist stuff, right, of the office locations. You're like, oh, the Corpus Christi office, you know, headquarters is located in whatever area of town it's in. It's about blank minutes from, you know, whatever area. Maybe you know them from school, maybe you know them from church, maybe you know them from a certain neighborhood or club or whatever. So put that, oh, it's like 10 minutes from Memorial. Oh, it's like 20 minutes from here. But you can work closer to home. And then again, refer back, yo, fill out an application. I'll make sure my manager gets in touch with you, you know, but just encouraging them to check that out. They're like, oh, what kind of qualifications, or like, you know, what are they looking? If they ask that, you're like, oh, we're looking to fill someone who's positive, professional, because people will ask that, like, oh, like what kind of experience they have to have, right? Like, oh, what kind of qualifications, or like what experience. You're like, dude, seriously, they're just looking for someone who's positive, professional, has a good work ethic. It's basic customer service work, talk to customers, answer questions, help place orders, pays not based on sales. Then my manager's conducting interviews to fill part-time and full-time positions, so I figured I'd reach out to you. And they're like, all right, cool. And then that's where you're like, hey, check out the link. I'll make sure my manager, sets you up for an interview. So that's why I want to have control of the link. They say I'm away at school, all right, because we're going to start sending messages today, right? They're still away at school. Like, dude, I'm at Texas State, or dude, I'm at whatever. You're like, oh, no, that's cool. We have a 1 to 5 week work program over break, summer jobs available. And that's where you can even say, dude, you can work as little as 3 to 5 days and earn $400 plus. Be like, we've seen people make a lot more in that time. I'd be like, check out the link. It's definitely worth checking out. That's the whole thing. It's definitely worth checking out. It's definitely worth checking out. They have no commitment except checking it out. And it's definitely worth checking out. So are they hearing that from you when you guys are talking to them? If it says, how do you find me? Maybe it's like a friend of a friend you didn't know. And it's like, dude, how'd you get? And be like, oh, we've referred to the mutual friend. Like, oh, no, dude, I saw that we were friends with so-and-so. Or maybe you start messaging. By the way, if I'm you, I'm messaging all my friends on Facebook, like this message. And either it's the, yo, I know you didn't want to work before, but my job really needs help. Let me know if you know anyone that might be looking for work. And they'll be like, oh, dude, I'll spread the word for you. Can you put up a post? Or they'll go, actually, dude, what is it, or what do they need, or whatever, and they'll come back with you with it. Then there's the ones that say they weren't interested before, right? So I would start that message, yo, I know you weren't interested before in working with Cutco, but it's pretty freaking sweet. We need some help for the holidays, 3 to 5 days. You can make like, 400 or more bucks. I've had some buddies earn $1 grand or $2 grand in their first week, but definitely worth checking out. Anyway, dude, if you know anyone looking for work, have them check this out. And some of those guys might go, you know what, dude, I'm down, like, I don't know, maybe I want some more info. And you're like, dude, let me call my manager and see when she can meet up. I'd love for you to meet her. I know she'd be down to like go grab coffee or something. Like, if you're my friend, she'll want to meet you. Any of you guys, we're all going to take time. Any of your managers are going to take time to go meet them one-on-one. All right. Any of our guys in our leadership academy, if they don't take time to meet with them one-on-one, let me know. I will punch them in the face. All right. They should all be taking time out. You are the most important representatives on our team. You are the people we do want to multiply. We want like 10 more of each of you to build our division with, okay? So make sure, so any of your friends, you could be like, yo, let me just check with her when she can meet. I know she definitely would want to meet you. I know he definitely would want to meet you, and we could just go grab a coffee or something, or maybe, it's one of your buddies late night, be like, oh, we could go grab a drink or something, whatever. All right, for the older people. So I'm away at school, so you have that. I already have a job. You're like, all right, cool, dude. No problem. If you know anyone who might want more details, forward them this link for more info and to apply. Thanks. And they're like, oh yeah, definitely. And by the way, even sending messages to random people that I don't know, I've had people that were like, oh yeah, I have friends that need jobs. Go here, contact so and so and so and so, and they've sent me leads of people to contact. So you'll get that too. And like, oh, dude, I'm not looking for work. I'm like, well, hey, if you know anyone who is, I'm like, oh, actually, my buddy's looking for work. I'm like, oh, yeah, what's their number? I'll give them a call. And then that way you guys can call them. You guys want to call them. And this is good. You can start setting them up and just getting into the rhythm of that so you can get good with that. Yeah, the how'd you find me? We have mutual friends for you to reach out. Oh, but I was saying is I've messaged all my own friends on my Facebook, and I'm going to assume that everyone in this room, but I'm going to assume that most of you, does everyone have over 100 friends on their Facebook? Raise your hand if you have over 100 friends on your Facebook. Raise your hand. All right. Non-vector. All right. Who has 100 non-vector friends on Facebook? All right, non-vector friends. All right, majority. So, by the way, the majority of you do. But when you tap out and it's like just your vector people, well, then now you guys can go to your best friend's Facebook page. And I would message, hey, Jules, and you could ask your friend first, you just do it. They don't give a crap. And I'm like, yo, I'm Julie's best friend. My job has openings, let me know if you know anyone looking for work. Friends on Facebook. And you're going to get messages back from those people. So that's an extra source that you guys can utilize, is sending that same message to your best friend's friends. Cool? So that way you can get more. Because I know there's some of you in this room like, I've messaged all my people. First of all, you didn't message them for the 3 to 5 day holiday work. Cool? And ideally we want them here longer, but even if that's the pitch, whatever, it's 1 to 5 week work, dude, you could work as little as 3 to 5 days and make, you didn't talk to them about that before. But even if they're not interested, hey, it's cool. Can you post this up for me? But then I'm going to go message all their friends and see if any of them might be looking for work. There's no reason for each of you in this room not to have at least 7 PRs launch out this next month. There's no, by the way, the only reason you wouldn't is because you didn't take advantage of social media recruiting. Before we even did this, when it was just the pink paper without a form, all right, this is how we've been built. My girl Angie every year would win from sending direct messages. And this was the old direct message. Hey, I'm writing. The company we're working for is looking to bring on some people for the holidays. Pay starts at $16, goes up from there. The schedule is flexible. I thought I'd write you because St. Pius students have done really well in the past. I think you do well too. Shoot me a message if you're looking to make some cash over break. Hope finals went well for you. You know, that was the break one. And then the indirect, it was her asking, Angie would ask her friends and say, hey, the reason I'm randomly writing you is because the company I've been working for is looking, or excuse me, I need a favor. I'm working hard to win a contest at my job. I've asked Facebook friends to help me out putting a status. Looks good on my resume. Helps me stand out for an internship. Would you be willing to post this on your Facebook? Your reward, good karma. That was Angie. But she had friends post it up, but you know what? She won the trips to Jamaica. She won the trips. She always had the PRs coming in, and she had worked with me for multiple years. She started the same summers there. She always had more, and it's like she gave us all her PR names. But there's always people looking for work, and then she'd go to her friends' friends and get other people from there that were interested in checking it out, and she'd have friends put statuses up. All right, so that was the old direct messaging. You know, this is the new wave, I guess, and so this will all be adjusted. But regardless, it's just, are you sending direct messages to people and to everyone? Rachel Robinson had so many people start in 2012, and she didn't even know them. Some ended up running branches that were just like from her old school. You know, they were like friends on Facebook from whatever connection. So you guys can utilize that. On the back, there's campus recruits, just talking to people at actual campus, like clipboarding. Their school email blast, all right? Adding, and by the way, and on here, you guys want to add the link. This is something that they've been crushing in Florida. I was talking to the North Florida manager. I know Danny's too. You got board or an equivalent of some kind of online campus board. Cool? Go to your class, send an email to the class, delete the teacher off of it. All right, listen up. All right, and you just say, hey, good afternoon, class. Reason I'm randomly writing. Company I've been working for is looking to bring some people for the break. Starting pays $15, goes up from there. Schedules are flexible. I thought I'd write because A&M students have done well with us in the past. You know, shoot me a message if you're out of luck and make some cash this semester, or check out this link. So we have the link. I know Danny had put it into his talk, but putting that on your Blackboard, you will get PRs from that, by the way. You guys post that up. So just sending that an email blast to your people. So in North Florida, when people have been launching on day 3, if they have Blackboard, they've been sending a message out, and they've been getting PRs right away into the next week from people at the schools. And those people you didn't really even know, but they were in your classes, so you had a connection to them. All right. Questions and or comments? Who thought of more people they can get so far? All right. Then you have the. So this is, by the way, the check it out convo with no shows or whatever. But can someone read that out loud for me, because my throat is burning and on fire? The check it out message. Gentry, go for it. How to have the check it out. It's like before miscellaneous on the back.
Hey, blank. I know. Okay, fine.
Hey, John.
Philippe, I know you were scheduled for an interview, but.
And by the way, it's whatever they were, right? Like, because you guys can go, if your stuff is inputted, it's in Vector Live. Some people you might just know. Someone called them, but they weren't interested. Maybe they no-showed in an interview. They no-showed training. Call them all back for the January program. I would sit down and call them in your blitzes. So you can go, yo, I know you were scheduled for an interview before and you didn't go, but the job still has openings. Or you can say, our job has openings now for the holidays, and adding that in there. Keep going.
But the job still has openings. I know you were unsure if it was for you. Honestly, I love it here though. It's a ton of fun, great income, and an awesome resume experience. I can't promise you will do well because the job isn't for everyone, but I think you should at least check it out.
Everyone got it? You should at least what? Check it out. All right, that's it. Check it out. There's no commitment. They're not signing their life away, but they should at least check it out. All right. So that we move on. So everyone feel good? All right. So these are sources. So I want to walk through with you guys right now a quick little brainstorming exercise with you guys to put together a list of people and just, sources. You don't need to write down every single name from Facebook, right? But you're like, I should scroll through your Facebook and look at friends and say, okay, there's 50 plus or 100 plus. Like, how many do you think you get from Facebook? I'm going to give you separate from your initial. And then obviously there's the friends, right? From your friends, how many can you get? Kind of an unlimited source, right? Like any of your buddies going through their friends list, those are additional things that you guys can get to help you guys win this trip. So that's how you're going to get your 150 messages sent. It's sending to your friends. And then if you run out of your friends because you don't have a lot of friends, that's okay. Your friends have friends. Then we'll go to their groups and we'll send messages to them. All right. So if you have mutual friends, it's who gets to them first. All right. And you guys are going to have some. So you want to get on it before Jeremy Jones messages all of St. Pius, and then you're out. All right. So it's whoever gets to them first. It's like, dude, come check it out. Like whoever gets to them first. So let me give you guys, so let's everyone grab pen and paper. I want to do a little thought jogger. Grab your notebook, grab your iPad, whatever. All right. So we can brainstorm here and get a list together. And then we're going to split up into teams and we're going to send some messages real quick. All right. All right. So little brainstormer here. Here, if you guys want to just write on the back of your tracker, we can do that. Grab one of these and pass them down. All right. Grab one, pass them down. Everybody. You guys can give me the extras. So this is 150. Cool. You can just make a dash or whatever every time you send one. Or you could write their name if you want. I don't know, whatever you want. I just put a dash. And then the ones who respond, then I make notes for myself of like this person was interested or I got to set them up or like to follow up. It's like, oh dude, yeah, I needed a job. I'm like, all right, like I want to make sure. Like I want to keep track of my people. What's up? Does everyone have one?
So this is like
Extras. Extras right here. So on the back, let's start jotting some stuff down here. All right. So we've got, so first of all, look through your Facebook. How many people do you have that you can message? And I'm talking about everyone, non-vector or your parents, like people in that age group. A guesstimate. If you had to look at it, you're like, all right. So go through, literally scroll through your friends to get a gauge to say 50 plus, 75 plus, 100 plus, 200 plus, 300 plus, and put a number down. So how many Facebook people do you have? Quietly. There's going to be a quiet brainstorm.
You have to be in the division, right? Like able to be in.
I wonder, did the region announce if all PRs, regardless of where they're at in the region, count, or if it's just?
I think so. Because in the summer, I was able to have one that counted towards.
It's a regional contest, Cabo, but Cabo, every PR that launches counts, and the manager pays $100 of your trip for you. So what I'm assuming is, well, I'm not going to pay $100 towards your kid who went in Austin, but I'm sure Stacy would, So I just got to coordinate with the. I'm sure they're all good with that, but like I'm not. You got all your PRs. I'm not paying all your, your $600 contribution. I'll pay for each one that was for my office, but you might have to. So I'll confirm that, but I don't know why any manager would not pay for that if they got a PR that qualifies, So I'm going to say yes. I think they're an idiot if they don't, but I will confirm. All right, so quietly, brain dump exercise. So first, how many friends? How many that you can do a private message? And by the way, your status, I would post something up like every 3 days if you're really serious, because it disappears, all right, especially on Facebook. Great thing to do is put up a picture, and we have all these fun things over here. Do you guys see that little area there? That's our photo booth, and we have like all little glasses and stuff in the other room. So you can take some quirky pictures and put it up. Before you guys leave here, everyone's going to post an Instagram post of some sort, whatever goofy crap you want to put, and then put something of how your job needs work, and to hit you up or check out the link for more info, and put your link there with it if you want. All right, but switch up verbiage, every couple days for Facebook. So how many do you have personally that you can private message on Facebook? Anyone have their number yet?
My low ball.
Sure. Whatever makes you confident. By the way, this is not like who you think you'd want to. This is anyone who's not family or vector, right? Like, or excuse me, not like adults or vector. So just anyone who's in the 17 to 25 range, those are our target market. If you have older people that would be down to work and maybe a career job, heck yeah. Like I totally love 20s, 30s that are like down to work, down to grind, 40s, 50s, doesn't matter. But don't put your grandma on there. Don't send her a message, for the job unless you think she wants to work, all right? All right, so do we have a number for that yet? Do you guys have a number next to it, approximate? I'm gonna keep going, shh, quiet. Keep going through here because some of you guys are gonna have from other groups and some are not. So Facebook, how many private message? How many people do you have? And this, you have fraternity, sorority, clubs. So I'm gonna assume some of those are on Facebook, but some of you guys might have that separate and you're like, well, just for my sorority and fraternity or whoever I'm, a chapter announcement. Can you give a chapter announcement? Brian Rabbit did that in his fraternity at FSU, got a crap ton of people for that. Email or post on Facebook to all the people in the sorority or fraternity. Have you posted on your group saying we have blank jobs available, check out my link? And that's where I would put your link so they're your PRs and no one else gets credit and you get credit for your trip. Contact alumni from the fraternities or sororities. So what's the number there? Other categories, think about childhood friends anywhere. Siblings friends, those are also really good. So think about your siblings, those of you who have brothers or sisters or cousins. How many of their friends, how many friends do they have on Facebook? Old coworkers. Church, those of you involved with church or youth groups. Just jot down people that you can contact. Clubs, organizations, sports, volunteer. How about kids from like the neighborhood? How about your old PR, like what you inputted from your cell phone and training? How many people do you have left that we never contacted? How many people didn't show up? How many people do you have in your phone? How many can you text? Put that number down. A top person typically has over 1,000. There's some people that have like 2,000 people just on Facebook. Yeah, just put, huh? Yeah, and that's, if you're very connected on Facebook and through different activities, you will have that. How about at school? How many classes do you have? How many classroom sheets can you pass? How many classes with Blackboard? How many students are in those classes? Approximately how many messages can be sent there? How many people did you graduate from high school with? Do you have an old school directory? Yearbook, do you have an alumni page on Facebook that you can post on? Key to hitting Cabo is you gotta have enough names. Larger your list. You're not gonna call everyone. Now here's the deal. You wanna have a list. Who's your top 30 list? And that's what I want you guys to jot down specific names. So I want you guys to go through your phone, go, who's your top 30 that you wanna hit up to be like, dude, you need to come in. Because your top 30, you wanna personally call them and go, yo, we have this available. Like they're people that that you're connected to, that you can reach out. So I want you guys grab your phone and scroll through so we can put together, who is your top 30 that you can personally call. If you spoke to 30 people, that will give you a chance at having 5 to 6 people that could be interested in doing it. It's typically, we found it was like 5 or 6 to 1. And if you're like really close with them, and especially, and that was in the summer, and it's like the January program, higher rate. But I always told people, you want to plan on 5 or 6 to 1 that actually end up doing the job. Could it be less? Yeah, but don't like bank on it. Don't be like, oh, I got these 10 people, for sure 7 of them are going to. It's like, no, that is not true. Could it happen? Yeah, but it's a small percent. All right, so you want to have more people that you can contact. And by the way, the other ones of the 30 that are like not interested, those are still good leads to like put a post for you, keep the word out. Yo, can you shoot this out, or share my status on Facebook or whatever it is to help you grow that group. Who's your top 30? So old friends from high school, old friends from college, even the ones that said they didn't want to do it, but you know they'd be good. So they might be really good steroid interviews to meet with your manager and you together.